All right, so at this point, what we're seeing is, what we're asking is, how did this, how was this allowed to happen? The church was all powerful, and the question oftentimes is asked, how did the leader of the Holy Roman Empire, Charles V, allow this to happen in his empire? Well, was he weak? Well, no, he wasn't. He actually was quite powerful, Charles V. He was a Habsburg, which was at this point maybe the most powerful family in Europe. He controlled land in Austria. He controlled land in Spain. He controlled land in the Netherlands. He controlled some land in northern Italy. The guy was spread out, which actually is did make him a little weaker, but he was quite powerful. So how did he let this happen? Well, one of the big factors was a war with France. Right around the same time that this was happening in Germany, France and the Holy Roman Empire, or what was left of the Holy Roman Empire, which was Charles's land I just described, went to war with France over some of the land in the border region in France. And of course, this meant that Charles II's main energy was fighting France. It wasn't about some monk in the middle of his territory who was going against the church. He kind of thought, hey, I'll crush this once I handle big France next door, because France was a big, powerful country. While that was going on, at the same time, and I'm going to pull this map up, from this area down here, so he's fighting wars right here against the French, okay, and up in this area. At the same time, or as he finishes the war with France, the Ottomans are launching attacks from down here. And he's based largely in this area right here in modern-day Austria, and they are able to hold off the Ottomans from coming into and attacking Europe, which oftentimes is considered the second major act of stopping Ottoman aggression and saving Europe for Christianity. But while this is going on, while the wars are being fought with France in this area, and he's repelling the Ottomans here, in Germany, which is a land of hundreds of princes, the religion is spreading like wildfire, in a large part because it gives these lords more land and more power, and they're willing to fight for it. So when all of that is over, okay, and I beat the French, I beat the Ottomans, I'm going to deal with this. He shows up in Germany and he sees that the German princes were too powerful to defeat. They had already formed an alliance and said, look, if he comes in here and he tries to take all of this land back for the church, we're going to stick together and we're going to fight him. And he saw immediately that with his depleted forces, who had just fought 2 wars that were long, that he wasn't going to be able to change and stop the spread of Lutheranism, which, by the way, we see here in this map as being the red or the pink area. And now each prince is free to choose which religion he wants for his empire. And you can see by this map that most princes, although a few here stayed Catholic, most princes do change to Lutheran. And in 1555, realizing he can't win, he makes peace. He allows each prince to choose the religion within their empire, not the people, but the princes. And now what we have is a brand new Christian religion in Western Europe, using the same book, based on the same guy, and the same teachings, but it's a different organization. And this organization is going to be called Lutheranism, and this is the beginning of the Lutheran Church.